why you study terminology of anatomy. While directional terms are necessary for describing body lesions and organs relating to body landmarks. Secondly, it increases precision and reduces medical errors. So that is why you have to study terminologies in anatomy. As it should, the part of body which is present in front or near to abdomen is called A. Ventral posterior, B. Dorsal posterior, C. Ventral anterior, D. Dorsal anterior. The part of the body which is present near to back side is called A. Ventral/posterior, B. Dorsal/posterior, C. Ventral/anterior, D. Dorsal/anterior. The part of the body which is present towards side is called A. Inferior, B. Anterior, C. Posterior, D. Superior. The part of the body which is present towards lower side is called A. Inferior, B. Anterior, C. Posterior, D. Superior. The line which divides the body into two equal right and left parts is called A. Lateral, B. Medial, C. Medial line, D. Deep. The part of the body that are present near to the midline is called A. Lateral, B. Medial, C. Medial line, D. Deep. The part of the body which are present away from the midline is referred to as lateral, B. Medial, C. Medial line, D. Deep. Any part which is away from the surface is called A. Lateral, B. Medial, C. Medial line, D. Deep. Any part which is near to the surface is called A. Deep, B. Superficial, C. Proximal, D. Distal. Dash is the term used to describe the part which is present nearer to the reference point. A. Deep, B. Superficial, C. Proximal, D. Distal. Dash is the term used to describe the part which is away from the rest point. A. Deep, B. Superficial, C. Proximal, D. Distal. Is the part of the body that presents near to the midline and towards the lower side. A. Ipsilateral, B. Contralateral, C. Inferior-medial, D. None of the above. Dash is the part of the body that presents nearer to the medial line and towards the lower side. Two parts of body that present at the same side of the body is known as A. Ipsilateral, B. Contralateral, C. Inferior-medial, D. None of these. Two body organs which are present in opposite to each other is called A. Ipsilateral, B. Contralateral, C. Inferior-medial, D. None of these. Dash is the bending movement in which angle between two bones decreases. A. Flexion, B. Extension, C. Abduction, D. Abduction. Dash is the extending movement in which angles or distance between two bones increases. A. Flexion, B. Extension, C. Abduction, D. Abduction. Movement of limb away from the medial line is flexion, B. Extension, C. Abduction, D. Abduction. Movement of limb towards the medial line is known as A. Flexion, B. Extension, C. Abduction, D. Abduction. Movement of forearm in which position that palm faces down is known as A. Inversion, B. Eversion, C. Supination, D. Pronation. The movement of the forearm in which it causes the palm to face upward is known as A. Inversion, B. Eversion, C. Supination, D. Pronation. Movement of soles of foot towards the medial line is known as A. Inversion, B. Eversion, C. Supination, D. Pronation. Movement of sole of foot away from the medial line is known as A. Eversion, B. Eversion, C. Supination, D. Pronation. Movement of bones towards the upper side is called A. Plantar flexion, B. Depression, C. Dorsiflexion, D. Elevation. Movement of bones towards the lower side is called A. Plantar flexion, B. Depression, C. Dorsiflexion, D. Elevation. Movement of the soles of foot in which angle or distance between foot and the leg increases is known as A. Plantar flexion, B. Depression, C. Dorsiflexion, D. Elevation. If the distance between leg and foot is decreased, it's called A. Plantar flexion, B. Depression, C. Dorsiflexion, D. Elevation. Dash is a vertical line or plane running from front to back, which divides the body or any part into right and left side. A. Coronal plane, B. Sagittal plane, C. Axial plane, D. Medial plane. Dash is a horizontal plane which divides the body or any part into upper and lower parts. A. Coronal plane, B. Sagittal plane, C. Transverse plane, D. Medial plane. Dash is that of the body standing upright with the feet at shoulder wide and parallel, toes forward. The upper limbs are held out to each side and the palms of the hands face forward is known as A. Coronal plane, B. Sagittal plane, C. Transverse plane, D. Anatomical position. This is used in describing the position of the body during specific physical examinations or surgical procedures. A. Supine, B. Sagittal plane, C. Transverse plane, D. Medial plane. Brachium is what term? A. Directional, B. Regional, C. Body plane, D. Anatomic. The thoracic region is dash, inferior to the gluteal region, superior to the umbilical region, superior to the cervical region, superior to the popliteal region.